Okay, we've got the poor man's Baltic birch on the hatch. We got it glued and stapled. It laid right down. No bumps, no problems. I was amazed. Got a little overhang to trim, but other than that, we're looking good. Okay, so here's the cabinet I got for the galley. It's a 3 by 18 by 12, I believe. And it has some issues. That's why I got it for half price. The doors need some hinge work, and it needs a wooden bar between the doors. But from my cabinet building ability, I think that's the way to go. We can finish up the front, get the tongue box mounted, get the wiring started. We're getting closer. We might still make the May, I would guess it's May 16th registration. I got to get the trim in there. We've got to clean all these edges up and get the edging put on there, the ProFlex on all those areas, and down here on the, I got some areas here too where some fiberglass got on them. It drives me nuts. I can't get that off. The worst spots, the stickers for what we've named it are going to be applied. That'll be a later video. And here's, we just propped the hatch in there. We're gonna try and get aluminum on that and some trim tomorrow. So that's where we are right now. Thank you for tuning in. Stay tuned for more later. Okay, I'll show you where we're at this point. I'm kind of excited. I got the rear wall all screwed in. I wanted to go for the mantle type look, but I didn't want it quite that dark because the walls are more of a like a redwood type. In the ceiling, we have to polyethylene it, or I'm going to spray it. And after we're done with that, we need to get the fan in. And we got to get some trim on this door switch here, the dimmer. We got to get the window in. We need to get a shelf up there. I've got a couple of LED touch lamps for reading lamps with USB ports ordered. And we got this door to put in. And I was kind of excited to get this piece of trim bent. It's 1/8" aluminum. The first place we went, their handbrake wouldn't handle it. We need to get that installed in front so we can get the tongue box on and get the wiring started. But I took this to where I retired from, and the foreman was standing by the brake, and 5 minutes later I had my piece. So that worked out well. We also have to get the side lights wired in. We got the holes drilled now for the marker lights. We got to get the marker lights on and the tail lights on. It's slowly coming together. I'm hoping to have her registered by the 16th or 17th, but time will tell. Okay, Here's our electrical panel layout. Over here, our disconnect. We've got a 20 amp for the main, two 20s for the feeders, and a 20 amp generator main. We have that so we can lock it out. And we have the 50 watt Stanley inverter. We're going to have a hole here for our AC wiring and a hole over here for our DC wiring to come up. And we have our battery. I picked up this battery tray on Amazon. Seems to do the deed nicely. And we're getting a charge on the battery. That's just a temporary hookup for the battery charger. We have our 30 amp circuit breaker and our battery disconnect. Then we have a 6 circuit DC fuse block. Then we'll go back to the battery negative up here from there. And we have our terminal block for the trailer lights. Here we have a receptacle box, and the battery charger will mount right in this area. And we have these will go, they're basically a hog pad, about 3/4 of an inch thick rubber. Will mount under the panel, kind of cushion it, and this will mount in the bottom of our, I won't show you the top of this because it's totally covered with junk. And then we'll, in the side over here, we'll mount a 30 amp disconnect and a 20 amp disconnect for the generator. And then on the front, we'll have an outside outlet for anything we might want to plug in, like an air compressor or whatever. So basically, that's the electrical we got going. Hopefully, first part of the week, we'll get that tongue box mounted and get the wiring done on the electrical. David's working on the front trim. The butyl tape's oozing out the top, but that's a good thing. We'll get that trimmed off. Then we got to get the Proflex along these edges and across here, and then we'll be able to mount the tongue box. So stay tuned for more. We still have to clean this pig one of these days, but I don't know if that's going to happen before we get it registered or not. So I'll give you a little more information about the free t-shirt drawing that's coming up. We're up to 182 subscribers. We hit 200. We're giving away a free t-shirt of your choice. Thanks for watching.